Before you got into the travel industry, what did you do before then?
Before I got married, I was a teacher in Great Neck, New York. And then I stopped teaching and I went to work for a company in Manhattan that imported foreign car parts and foreign cars. And then I stopped working and I had my children and we moved to Livingston. And I always felt the need to work. I needed to do something for myself, something that I could accomplish, something that was meaningful to me. And I met a woman who wanted to open a travel agency. Neither of us. She was working in a travel agency. I knew nothing, but I was well traveled. I'd been a lot of places. And I said, oh great, let's do it. So we opened a travel agency in 1978 called The Great Escape.
And how old were your children at the time when you felt the need to go back to 7 and 9?
7 and 9. I decided that when my daughter was in first grade, it was time to go back to work.
So what resources did you need in order to start your own travel agency at the time?
We each put in $15,000, and we hung a shingle on the door, and we said, we're travel agents. I mean, I really knew nothing.
And how did you find your first client?
Don't remember. Friends and family. That's how we started. We had a friend who worked in a company. He gave us his corporate business, and we advertised, and we learned by, trial and error. And in those days, in 1978, there was no computers. It was the telephone. It was an easier way of booking travel. It wasn't as complicated as it is now, so it was easier for us to get into it. And my partner was a travel agent, so she taught me. I knew bookkeeping. I knew how to deal with personnel. She knew, how to book something. And we were together 4 years, but she wasn't for me. That's the only way I could put it. And we split up, and I went out on my own in 1982, and I opened a business called Travel in Style.
So at no time you stopped working at all?
No, I never stopped working.
And how did you balance your own work life?
Well, because it was my business, I was able to leave and do my carpools and do Hebrew school carpooling and take the kids to their friends and do whatever needed to be done. And Saturdays and Sundays, I went to the supermarket and the cleaner and did all those things.